I am no artist, but I think it was Picasso who said, "Good artists copy, great artists steal." Now, not that I am encouraging stealing. I am going to show you a trick. I am going to start by making a new document, File New. I will leave it on the Photoshop default, which is 7 by 5 at 72 pixels per inch. And I will name this Bear. So I will click OK, and I will hit Command plus or Control plus to zoom in. In Photoshop CS6, if you go to Window and Actions, you can actually record your brush strokes. I will make a new set. And a very key point. If I go to my panel menu, I want to allow tool recording in the action. So I am ready to make a new action, and I will name this Bear, and when I hit record, Photoshop, is it timing me so I could go get coffee if I wanted to? I simply am having it watch my brush strokes, and I will start by making a new layer, and I will name the layer Bear. Now I am totally cheating. I actually have a magazine cut out of a teddy bear, laid on top of my graphics tablet that I am going to trace. It is an excellent way to learn how to do contours and shapes and textures. I am going to switch to the Mixer Brush tool, and I will choose one of the new charcoal brushes. I will click away here to get the brush preset out of my way, and I will use my left bracket on my keyboard to make this smaller, so I could do a simple abstract outline. I will start by tracing around the ears, and I am simply drawing with my stylus directly on my graphics tablet. And there we have the head. I will come along the side for the arm. I will trace the foot, little bit of the bottom of the bear, and the other foot, bring it in, and now I am tracing around the hand and a little bit of the body, and the bear is starting to shape. I have to remember periodically to look at the screen to make sure that it's filling in nicely, and I will shave this as I go. And now I think I am ready to do a little bit of the nose and the mouth. And I will color in the ears. And I will color in the feet. I am actually just coloring it, how it looks in my magazine cutout. All right, and a little bit on the hand, and I think I am mostly done with this bear. Oh, you could use some eyes. Now you could switch to different brush styles and paint this in further, but I just want a rough skeleton shape, and now I could start texturing or reshaping different parts to make the ears more round or get more of my artistic slant. As I said earlier, I am no artist, so I have to use the inspiration of other drawings that are already done. So I think I am going to let it go and be happy with this rough outline of the bear. Now what you may not have noticed is, since I started the recording, I can stop this now by hitting the stop button. I could come to any image. I have got one of a boy being tossed in the air, and we are going to imagine he is going for his teddy bear. There it is. I will double-click to open it up. I will double-click on Mini Bridge to collapse it, and hit Command 0 or Control 0 to fit in window. Now if I come back to Actions, I can click on the bear action, and sometimes I have to hit play twice on this, but I will hit play. It made the very later, and all of my artwork is now translated to this higher res image as an overlap, and you could see each little paint stroke as it was being filled in. And when it's done, since I made this its own layer, I can now move or scale that bear so the boy looks like he is reaching for it. Okay, not my best work, but you guys get the idea. I will go to my Move tool, click on the bear layer, and drag this over. And maybe I want to use Edit, Free Transform with my Shift key to scale it and possibly rotate it. Press Return or Enter to accept it, and now it looks like he is leaping for that little bear. So the ability to record an action of brushstrokes or painting has to be turned on through the panel menu in the Actions panel, Allow Tool Recording. It's a little bit more tricky if you try something like these clogs. If I open this gloves image and collapse it, when I went to paint this gloves image and record it, I will just show you the process. Another new action, and these are ASTIs, and I will record. I made a new layer called glove, and I used some of the natural bristle brushes. Again, on my mixer brush tool, I like to start with the fan brush, but with this one, I actually held down Option at all and clicked to load the actual gloves as my surface, but it didn't load anything because Sample All Layers wasn't all. If I Option click or Alt click, now I can start painting it in. But in this case, it's not really producing the same effect because you technically can't grab snapshots of the underlying layer to use as the source. My Option clicking or Alt clicking isn't really getting the photo in here because I am on a solid brush. If I turn off Low Brush after each shape and Option click or Alt click, I am still only getting colors from the chemist, not the entire image. So while I can sample exact colors, I can't get what I want that I did here. This was a mixer brush that I will double click to open. And you could see in this glove shot, I actually used the real texture and detail from the mittens layer underneath to draw that glove. So it gets far more complicated if you are sampling real parts of the photograph, and you will get a warning if you try that in Actions and turn on Allow Tool Recording. It actually built under Painting Layers, Detail Layers, so it gets more complex, but the bottom line is, if you are a good artist, if you have a graphics tablet, you can record your own actions. I am going to stop this recording of the ASTI's mittens, and I will trash it because it's not usable the way I would like to use it. If you are an artist and you can paint from scratch or even trace things on a graphics tablet, you can replay that at any resolution. And if I look at this initial bear and compare it with the flying image, if I hold down Command Spacebar or Control Spacebar to zoom in, you will see this did play back at the higher resolution. So this looks a lot sharper than my original bear that I first traced. So, give this a try with your own magazine cut out and your own images to see if you can build some artwork from scratch that you record and play back of other images.